All right, so today we've got a fascinating matchup for you. Think of it like a heavyweight fight in the business world. In one corner, you have the brands we all know and love. And in the other corner, these invisible giants built on the actual laws of physics. So which one is actually stronger? Which one lasts longer? Well, that's what we're going to figure out. Let's get into it.
You have probably heard this famous quote from Jeff Bezos, and you know what? He absolutely nailed it. A brand is basically a gut feeling, a reputation. It's that powerful, invisible thing that a company builds over years and years. And for a lot of people, this is it. This is the holy grail, the ultimate defense a company can have.
But here's the big question we're asking today. Is that feeling, that reputation, really the most bulletproof shield a company can build around itself? Or is there something else out there? Something, I don't know, more real?
Okay, so to really dig into this, let's start with the undisputed king of brands, right? I mean, who else but Apple? We're talking about a company with a logo that pretty much everyone on the entire planet recognizes.
Look, don't get me wrong, Apple makes some incredible stuff, for sure. But their real power, the thing that makes them so dominant, what people call their competitive moat, it isn't just about the hardware. It's all about that brand. It's something they've spent decades building, creating this emotional bond with literally hundreds of millions of us.
So what does all that brand power actually get them? What's the payoff? Well, for starters, it means they can charge way more than their competitors, and people are happy to pay it. Their customers have this fanatical devotion. I mean, it's almost a religion for some folks. You put all that together, the high prices, the crazy loyalty, the cultural status, the ecosystem that just works, and you've built a fortress. It is incredibly tough to attack.
Okay, now for our other champion, and I'm willing to bet you've never even heard of them. They don't have any commercials, no shiny stores in the mall, nothing like that. They're a Dutch company, and their name is ASML.
So what's their deal? What do they do? To put it simply, they build what are probably the most complicated machines humans have ever created. They're called EUV, or Extreme Ultraviolet Lithography machines. And you basically can't make the world's most advanced microchips, the ones powering your phone, all the AI stuff, everything, without them. They are absolutely essential.
So you might be thinking, okay, they must have some competitors, right? How many other companies on the entire planet can build one of these things? Take a look at that number. That's your answer. One. Just one. ASML. Period. If you're a company that wants to make the best chips, you have no choice. You have to call them.
And that right there is the whole point. Apple's moat, it's built on feelings, on what we think about them. ASML's moat, it's built on pure, mind-bendingly complex physics and engineering. Their defense isn't a logo, it's a literal machine that almost nobody understands. All right, so we've got our two contenders, Apple and ASML. Let's get a little more formal here and actually define these two types of power so we can really put them side by side.
First up, brand power. We've kind of talked about this with Apple, right? It's a defense that exists entirely in our heads. It's all about what customers feel and think, trust, loyalty, that whole vibe. At its core, it's about mastering psychology.
And then you have the physics monopoly. This is ASML's world. This moat isn't in your head. It's made of metal and light and plasma. It's when you've mastered the actual laws of physics to build something so ridiculously hard that literally no one else can copy you.
So let's put them side by side. It really makes it clear. For the source of power, you've got customer perception for Apple versus pure engineering complexity for ASML. The key asset? For Apple, it's that loyalty, something you can't touch. For ASML, it's the machine itself, something very, very tangible. And this is a big one, vulnerability. What can hurt them? For Apple, it's us changing our minds, a new trend coming along. For ASML, you'd literally have to invent a whole new kind of physics to compete.
Okay, to really hammer this point home, let's do a little thought experiment. This is where it gets fun. I want you to imagine for a second that you're a super smart entrepreneur, and you've just been given a blank check. I'm talking unlimited money.
Challenge number one, you've got all the cash in the world. Your goal is to take on Apple. You need to build a real competitor to the iPhone. So, what's the plan? Where do you even start?
Okay, so it would be incredibly hard, right? Like crazy hard. But you can at least imagine the steps. First, you hire the absolute best designers and engineers on the planet. Step 2, you build an amazing phone, maybe even better than the iPhone. Then you pour billions into marketing to let everyone know about it. And then you play the long game. Slowly, over years and years, you might, just might, start to earn people's trust and chip away at Apple's dominance. It's a long shot, but it's not impossible.
All right, now for part 2. Same deal. You've still got that unlimited pile of money. But your new mission is to compete with ASML. You need to build a machine that does what their EUV system does. Okay, what's step 1?
Yeah, that's it. That's your entire business plan, right there. Step 1 is to just, casually recreate 40 years of the most advanced Nobel Prize level science and engineering. We're talking breakthroughs in things most of us have never even heard of: optics, plasma physics, insane robotics. And you have to coordinate that with hundreds of hyper-specialized suppliers from all over the world. So, yeah, good luck with that.
So that little thought experiment really gets to the heart of what we're talking about today. What is the ultimate defense? Is it the one you build inside someone's head, or the one you build out of atoms? And I think the takeaway is pretty clear, right? At the end of the day, it's just so much harder to copy a machine you can't even begin to understand than it is to copy a brand that you can understand. We all kind of get why people love Apple, but almost nobody gets how ASML's machine actually works. And that's the whole point. You can't replicate what you can't even comprehend.
Let me put it one more way, because this is really the key. A brand moat is all about winning over human minds. And minds can change, tastes can change, but a physics moat, that's built on the laws of the universe. And those laws, they don't change. As long as you're the only one who knows the secret to bending those laws to your will, your position is just fundamentally safer than any brand could ever be. So, this whole idea gives you a new way to look at things, a new tool for your toolkit. The next time you're looking at a company that seems totally dominant, just stop and ask yourself this one simple question. Is their power built on perception, or is it built on physics? Is their fortress built on the shifting sands of what people think, or is it bolted to the unmovable bedrock of reality? The answer to that question tells you just about everything you need to know about how long they'll stay on top.